and we're live with Sisters Unedited TV. And hi, I'm Cassandra Wilson, and I'm here with my sisters.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Lindsay. So excited to be here. We're shooting live today, so this is going to be so exciting, and I'm here with my sisters.
Hi, I'm Shamika Nicholson, and I am super excited to be here at the Daiquiri Factory.
Me too. I'm Tara Porter, and as always, so excited to be amongst my sisters. We have so much fun, and now you can join us.
So what's going on, sister?
Well, today's topic is the dreaded dating. Dun, dun, dun.
And you said it with a smile. I don't know how that's possible.
Well, I'm smiling because dating could lead to whatever it is you want if you're a relationship person. So you gotta date somebody to marry someone if you want to be married or if you want to be in a serious relationship, right?
So is that why your makeup is just so perfect today? Because we're talking about dating and...
Well, my makeup is flawless because Jasmine Porter, shameless plug, is my daughter. She's a fabulous artist. That's why.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, when we come out of the studio, you gotta look nice. Like you dressed up, she's dressed up, everybody's dressed up. She got the new haircut. I had to get the makeup.
So we're talking about dating.
Dating. Question for me is, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard?
Well, I think I saw the television episode last week because I was out, and Kimberly talked a lot about dating and internet dating.
Yeah, right.
And she had some issues.
We both do. We've been doing it. We're trying to enjoy it, but it's very difficult. Because with the question being, why is it so hard? For example, like how many single people do we all know? We all know a bunch of single people.
A billion single people.
Right.
That shouldn't even be single.
And we all want to find someone, yet we can't seem to
why
come
can't
together.
they find each other? Why can't we find the right?
You know what? I think, unfortunately, a lot of people have learned bad dating habits. And so they're taking those bad dating habits to every situation, and it's not acceptable.
And not just bad dating habits. What about the baggage from previous relationships?
The baggage from previous relationships.
But you can't even get to the
I think,
baggage because you can't get to a date. I mean, if you follow me around the club and you're watching me
and not
stalking
and not
you,
saying anything, we can't even get to what your baggage might be because you didn't talk to me.
Now, I haven't been on the dating scene because I'm married, but if somebody's following you around the club, that means he's stalking you.
It could be a little stalker.
You got a stalker. That's not a groupie, Kim. He's not following you because you got a bad haircut. He's stalking you. He don't want to buy you a drink. He just want to look at
I
you.
don't think he was stalking because he seemed like a nice man.
Well, seemed.
His eyes.
So did Jeffrey
seemed
Dahmer.
Did he say something?
Jeffrey Dahmer seemed like a nice guy too.
But he was
until you bit somebody.
So he ate somebody.
He ate up somebody. Ate you like he was a piece of chicken wing, girl.
Okay, so check this out. So on these dating sites, I just want to take a pause for the calls. Dating sites.
Prayer, just Father,
Our
touch.
Father.
Yeah. Okay.
Lord.
So
Baby Jesus.
So
Little baby.
Some of these apps are set up where they can click on one little button like flirt. Like
Okay.
I'm just flirt, just letting you know I see you. And then there's another button they can click on like I favorited your pictures. You were
Okay.
on my favorites. Isn't it creepy for a person to click on those and never say hello? Let's meet, let's chat, let's get together.
He just want to look at you from afar. He just want to stare at your
And
picture.
I want you to
And
know
this
that
is
I want to
why-
look at you, but
And
not
this
say
is
anything.
why I received a message from one guy who said, I'm looking at your pictures and it's making me horny.
He don't want to date you. He just want to look at your picture.
And I hope
Right.
that's all he can do
That
with
ain't
that.
what he want to do with them pictures,
Yo,
honey.
No,
that
that
is not what he do with the pictures.
And that's
What is it?
okay. So that's another concern. So if you're on a dating site and you're downloading all these people's pictures and you are self-gratifying, will you ever get to date somebody? Do you need to date somebody?
She's getting hot.
Or are
She's
you just
getting-
looking for pictures?
I don't know.
That's nasty.
I
if
don't
if
know.
you are
That's why I'm getting off. I'm
saving
on the site,
people's
I'm getting off.
pictures
Well-
and doing stuff to
And
yourself
not
and you don't know
talking
these
to the
people, that's
It is
nasty.
nasty.
It's nasty.
Well,
You need God.
Tara is pretty. So maybe
you
he's
justifying
looking-
their
I'm not
behavior?
justifying the
It's like
behavior.
it's okay for them to be like, she is so pretty.
No, what I'm saying,
Oh my goodness. Oh.
what I'm saying is, this is what I'm hearing because
I'm
I'm
dead.
married.
Time of day.
However, time of day. What I'm saying is, ladies, okay, I don't know what's going on out there, but apparently he doesn't want to take you out on a date because he probably doesn't have any money to buy your drink,
And then they
even at happy hour prices.
And then-
So
in
you
that
don't, and so you need to block him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my thing is, he got internet service. It's $45.
He could be at
30
Starbucks.
to
He's at
$45 a
Starbucks
month.
with free
He should be
internet.
able to
He
buy
could
a
be right
drink,
near me, too.
okay?
He could
Well-
be right here in the daiquiri shop, right here located in Dallas, Texas.
Carrollton, Texas.
Okay, Carrollton, Dallas, same difference.
Gonna be exact.
But I got a funny story. Oh my goodness. Thinking of what you just said, I used to work for one of the big cable companies in Michigan. And as a supervisor there, it was a customer that called in and wanted you to talk about high-speed internet. And every time he called in, they would be like, Miss Nicholson, he on my line. And so he would ask questions, and as soon as they start talking about how fast the internet went,
I think
how
I'm getting ready to
fast-
disappear. I think I'm getting ready to
and,
disappear.
and he was just going in on himself. He was going in. And I would
Oh
be
my
like,
goodness.
hold on, I'm going to get him because I was trying
He
to
wants you to
trace
hold
him.
on. You want
Right.
him to hold
Yeah.
on.
Trying to
moment.
trace it.
And my whole team used to be like, I got him on the line and we couldn't. And right before I could get the trace on his phone number,
He's out.
he hung up the phone.
Oh, he was an
he
expert
knew.
on this.
He was a
Oh,
little
yeah, that's what he
nasty.
did.
Well, you know, and my sister, this was
sick.
years ago, she had a guy at work, and this is workplace dating, where before she came into work, he ejaculated all over her desk.
Oh my
So,
Yes.
so she ended up having to file a workers' comp claim
Oh.
because she was stressed out. So you ask yourself, I mean, this dating thing is out of control. It is definitely out of control. Now, I don't know about our audience and how they're dealing with dating, but dating is on steroids now. People don't date anymore. They just want a booty call.
People
They don't want to buy you a
They want to
drink,
meet you
People
and then
wanna
get in the
meet
bed.
you.
like buy
They
you a
don't wanna
daiquiri
date.
from the
They
daiquiri
don't
shop.
wanna
Some
date.
of them don't necessarily want to meet you because I've had so many experiences.
That's
Like
true,
we said
too.
with these pictures, they're collecting pictures and building, I guess, a relationship in their heads. But I had one guy, he built a
Here's
relationship.
your picture, just covered his wall. Here's a whole
Yeah.
a whole collage
That's
of
me.
Tara. It's a
And
Tara
And that's
collage.
scary. That's scary
It's
too.
scary
It is.
both ways, though, if you look at it. It's scary doing it online because you don't know who's on the other
Doing what
end.
online?
Doing it online.
What you doing?
Dating
Oh, what
online.
kind of
Let's make
porn
those
site?
things
It's
just
Sunday.
For the sake of these people, let's make
I'm
those
sorry.
Well, what show was she on?
dating
I don't
online.
know.
Doing it
What
Dating
online.
online.
Okay.
Their mind is in the gutter. It's
Well,
on Sunday, okay?
we just talked about.
Well, we
Anyway,
are the daiquiri
doing it on Sunday. I'm sorry, not doing it.
I just told
Doing
you.
it on Sunday.
Dating
There
online
you go.
Even on Sundays.
and going out and meeting people. It's simple.
No.
It's the same. It is.
Right.
It
I'm
is
not
the
gonna say
same.
It's different. It is the same.
It's
The only
the
thing is you don't
same.
see the person face to face right away. I
You
got
see the person,
But the
they still
difference
look
is,
crazy.
you know how tall or short they are. Because these photos, right? These profile pictures.
You know what they get
It's at an angle. They're doing it like this, so
Or
they
the
look
other.
tall.
No, you look slim that way, and you look
Or-
tall down this way.
And then
Or
when you meet them, you're like,
Yeah.
or on the picture, on their profile picture, they say that they're in shape. But I heard round is a shape.
I heard that too.
Round is they don't have a six pack. They have a six pack behind the one pack.
They got a 6-month pack.
No, they have a keg is what they have.
Well, round is a
Hey.
shape. They in shape. They're in shape. It's round is a shape.
I'm very disappointed in online dating. I've only been
I don't
doing
think
it
it's
a
the
little
online
shorter.
part that's the disappointment to me.
It's
though,
the
so
people.
much.
It is the people.
I
If
just
you
feel
could
like
just
we're
walk up
grown.
to me and say something, I would
Right.
much prefer that.
Because you think about it, if they find, they're going to be out and about because they want somebody to
That's
see
not
them.
true.
That's not true.
No.
If you think you
When
find
have
them,
you
you
been
going
on
to
there?
get
No.
Have you been on online dating? There are some
It's
very
some gorgeous,
spectacular
gorgeous,
women on there.
and they don't have no damn
And
sense.
let's be clear, some gorgeous women on there too, because I go
Well,
there. So it's not
From
that
my
bad.
understanding, now wait a minute. I hear that this is what I heard. When you put on your profile that you're seeking a relationship,
Right.
then you get the perverts. If you say that I'm just out here to have fun, then you'll meet someone interesting. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm over 50 and I'm proud of it. Oh, I look good, baby. I look
Yes,
real good.
indeed.
Don't make me stand up.
The new
On
thing.
top of the table.
Please don't.
They don't know about these
Then you gonna have a stalker. Don't do it.
Don't
stand
do
up.
it?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Boo fetish. They're gonna have a boo
They
fetish.
don't have a boo fetish for real. Now listen, you made me forget what I was gonna say. Now, from my understanding, when you change that, because I'm gonna tell you, dating is fun. And
Both supposed
when
to be.
dating becomes something other than fun, you miss me. Okay, miss me with all this other. You didn't call me yesterday. My follow up is this ain't gonna work out. Because dating
It was
is
nice
fun
to meet
until
you.
we have established that we're in a relationship and
We're
those are
exclusive.
questions
And we don't
and
owe
not
each other
statements.
anything.
Then this is fun.
How about this? I had my first fight with someone that I've never met face to face before.
Already, y'all fight.
This is how it went.
You should have asked for alimony.
Right.
And I felt
spousal
like I
support.
should. I felt like I should. I was on the site. The person, I am a lady and I don't hunt, so I never like other people's pictures first. I let the men
Like
choose
your
me,
picture, right.
and then I decide whether to respond. Well, this guy I thought was very attractive. He had a professional look. He seemed like
He had a couple
grown
packs.
man, like he had something going on. And I responded to him, hey, how are you? Pleasure to meet you. Yes, I would love to chat. Eventually, he sent me his name and number.
Okay.
We spoke, and initially, now I'm trying to work on giving people chances. The first thing that happened was I said, when is a good time for me to call you? He said, anytime. So I called him right then because we were inboxing.
Okay.
I called him right then, and then he texted me and said, I'm out of town on business. I'm in Cali on business. Call me back in about an hour.
Clue number one.
So right now, I'm like,
Right.
okay, but I'm trying not to be too harsh. He sends me about 4 pictures of him with a gorgeous man. I didn't ask for the pictures. And the reason I didn't is because I don't send pictures.
Yeah, it does. It really
Eventually,
does.
he asked me for pictures. And when I said I don't really send pictures, but you could go back on my profile to see my pictures, he said, that is too much trouble to go through. You have a blessed day.
And you should have a blessed day.
Wait, it gets
Have a
worse.
blessed
It
day.
gets
He
worse.
said have a
So-
blessed day.
Right, and
I
that would
did.
have been the end.
That should have been the end of it, right?
Right.
Well, then he sends me a message a couple days later. Hey, lady, I sent you my information and I never heard from you. What's going on?
He forgot.
He
And I
forgot.
said, you are doing high volume when you just have completely. And he
forgot all
said,
about
no. He said, I don't do high volume. I reminded him of our conversation about the pictures. And he said, well, I would have thought that it was a simple thing to send a picture. People send pictures all the time. They take pictures. They send pictures.
Okay.
I would have thought that you would be up on technology. My bad if I was wrong.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
too
Wait a minute.
insulting.
First of all,
That's too
I'm
insulting.
over
And
50.
you don't
I'm
even
not.
know.
I don't just sit at home with nothing to do,
And send pictures
taking
to
pictures
strangers.
of
Take a
myself
picture.
all
Yeah.
day long.
I do
I
take
know
pictures
you
of
do. I
myself
know.
all the
But
time,
here's my
but
thing
I don't
about
send them to people. I don't send them.
You put them on Facebook. We see them all every day, every 2
Yeah,
hours,
well,
every
listen,
2 hours and
I
15 minutes.
believe that there is different protocol, and this is the reason that I don't like sending pictures. For all of the world who watches Sisters Unedited, there is a guy, let's say the guy that you're interested in, that you're just getting to know, right? That's
Okay.
one category.
Okay.
Then he could be potentially the guy that you start to date and become exclusive with. That's another category.
Okay.
Then it could get serious enough, now we're pre-marriage. That's another category.
What's pre-marriage? I'm sorry.
You know, we're engaged, we're preparing to get married, and then the married. So to me, that's four
Okay, what
different
happened to
categories.
just before engaged?
Hold on. So
That's
that's
dating.
That was dating. That was
dating.
serious. That was
Oh, okay.
dating.
serious dating. So
You
that's
you
four
at the daiquiri
categories.
shop, ain't you?
Right, daiquiri.
Daiquiri.
So to me, all 4 categories have different perk packages, is what I call them. The guy that I just met, there is absolutely nothing in that perk package except for my time. We get to talk, we get to see each other, we can go out face to face. I'm not sending you pictures. When you become the guy that I'm exclusive with, you can have pictures in your phone of me that I sent you directly. I don't-
Because
to
if we're online, you've seen my pictures, you've seen my
Right, and you
profile
have
pictures,
access
and if
to
you want to
pictures.
download one of those, go ahead.
Right, screenshot it, whatever.
Why do you need me to text
But
you
I
a
want,
picture?
but I want there to be a big difference.
What if
for
he
me.
was driving?
Regardless,
You supposed to
I don't
stop
just send
somewhere.
random
Because
people
he
my
knows
pictures.
technology and you don't.
Clearly. I just want there to be a difference between the perk packages that I offer to the man I just met versus
Right,
the man that I married.
direct.
And
Right.
all those
Well,
different categories.
can
So-
we just say this to the men out there? We don't care what age you are. We're not sending pictures of ourselves to you.
not real grown women.
Not grown women.
We're not sending busted wide open pictures, so don't be asking.
No pictures. Oh Lord, she done
Wide open pictures.
Yeah, you definitely
Busted
you
wide
can't get a picture of my
open.
face, so you know you can't get a picture of
Yeah,
Don't ask for
no.
no busted wide open.
What is busted wide?
cheese lips in
Wait
your
a
phone.
minute. We
Somebody
need an
have
interpreter.
She getting upset. Pat
We
me.
need an interpreter, please. Can I get an interpreter?
The busted
What-
wide open. Oh,
What
she
is
gonna say
that?
it again. She
What
gonna
is
say
a
it
You don't know?
busted?
She, wait, no.
Is it the booth?
She
I'm
started
sheltered.
at the top of the show saying I'm 50 and sexy.
Right.
You 50,
And I
you
saw
know what
her-
busted wide open
And I
is.
saw
Don't
her
do
rubbing
it.
herself
Oh, my
down
hair.
before we
Don't
got
do
from
it.
the camera. Games that people play.
I don't know what busted wide open mean. I need an
Busted
interpreter.
wide
Is there an
open.
I'm gonna
interpreter in the
disappear
house?
right quick for that one.
She's
Get
a
up out of here.
timeout.
Well, listen. I just want to say this. Now, I don't know if okay, so Kimberly has someone following her around the club or the mall or wherever she's at. She always got people following her. She need to stop posting them pictures of her sweating all the time.
Well,
But maybe that's it. All that fire workout, maybe they see the sweat and
Well,
they want
can
to.
come if they're potential.
Cassandra,
Dates,
that's
they can come
called
and help me.
thirst traps. She be
setting
setting
a
out
thirst trap.
Is that
Setting
what
out
I'm doing?
thirst traps.
Yes, she
Oh my God! No, I didn't.
You said yes, you are. Come on, Kim.
I swear. I enjoy looking at me, and I just like to share pictures of myself with other people so
You
they
need
can
to be
enjoy
put in
looking
a
at me.
12-step
I didn't mean to
program.
Be setting a thirst trap.
That's what you're doing with them sweaty pictures on Facebook.
She likes.
She glistening.
Boom.
She on Facebook glistening, and she said that she don't send out
She
sweaty
got on her
pictures.
workout day, find the outfit.
That's to motivate people. That is to motivate
They
other
are
people.
very
Oh, they're
To
motivated
work out.
They
to
are working
stalk
out.
you around the mall.
They nasty.
I said around the mall. I said around the mall. I don't think they.
How do we go from busting it wide open pictures to me?
Thirst
Well,
traps.
it can go that fast depending on the lady or the not lady.
Oh, I'm
They are
dead.
sending the busted wide
I'm
open
dead.
pictures.
I'm
Well,
dead.
I mean, and let's just talk about these ladies. Can
Let's
y'all
lit.
stop being so darn easy?
Desperate.
If you
Desperate.
get thirsty, desperate. If you
Or a
give
side chick.
everything
Did we talk about
away,
that?
did we do it?
Yeah.
If you give everything away right away,
What's left? Because
Well,
you.
it's hard
basically-
for the other women who don't. When you're dating,
That.
it's very hard for someone like me or my sister getting back into the dating game because if you have
You gotta set a
values
bad example.
and morals, there are men who are used to meeting women and taking them home immediately. So they are used to that and they feel like that's the way it should go.
That's
and
the way
if
it should
you're not
go.
willing to do that, then
Then
you're
we
not,
the B word.
Yeah,
we all
then you
kinda,
stuck
why-
up
Why are
and-
you acting like that?
Right.
It's not an act.
Well,
in real life.
okay. First of all,
I spent $700 on you.
they got to buy a drink. From my understanding, they're not buying a drink. My husband buy me, whatever I want. But I'm just saying,
Shout out to Tony.
Okay.
shout out. But
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying
husbands.
is, a lot of
to
men are just
real
out there to
men.
play. And if you're out there throwing your legs open to every little boo thing that's
But you
coming
know what?
along, that's what
But
cooties.
let's start more subtle than that. Okay, so first date. First date.
That's
etiquette.
what I'm talking
to me,
about.
Okay, but
That's
before
what-
you throw your legs open, first
That
date,
some girls
if
are
you're-
doing that on the first
But
day.
before we get to the legs open part, let's say we're gonna go eat.
They just jump in the car. and
First
legs
of all, I don't need this.
No, because you don't know
I don't
me.
need your hands on me, dude. I don't know you.
He's molesting
No.
you.
All of this is special. You don't
He's
just get
molesting you.
touching-
That's
Right.
molestation.
I met a guy on social media.
Get a
that was gonna
whistle.
hurt Every conversation we were having, he was just touching. I'm like, hey.
She needs a whistle.
You need
A rape whistle.
But, this is,
A rape
but
whistle.
the women who let that go on are the women who set the bad example because they make it seem like that's okay. You don't need to kiss me because we went on a date for the first time. You don't need to hold my hand. I'm cool with you. Hey, we're crossing the street. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with opening the door. Those are things I feel like you should do. But you're continuous touching me, trying to kiss me, I just feel like that's inappropriate, and women are letting them get away with it. So again, they feel like it's normal.
Well, listen, when we come back, we're going to tell you how you can get your sister's unedited rape whistle. We'll be right back after these messages.
That was good.
And we're back with Sisters Unedited. We're at the daiquiri shop in Carrollton, Texas. Yay! Man, I'm telling you, these chicken wings are good.
Shout out to the daiquiri staff, the daiquiri shop staff. They
She
are
knows them all
doing
by
it.
name.
The daiquiris.
They are
Listen,
making
we're
it
talking
good.
about dating, and before we left, we talked about date whistles for Kimberly
Yeah.
and her sweat
Yes.
bitches.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think I need a rape whistle because I run really fast. So I'm good. Just if you following me, if you see me out and you want to say hello, don't
say hello.
don't stare.
Don't
Just say
touch
hello.
it.
Say hello.
I'm
Because
real,
you
for
know,
real.
because you know,
Touch, though.
men are molesting you. I'm telling you, before I got
Wait,
married,
do that again. Let
again.
me show you the face. That goes fast.
Oh, that's
Oh wow! Oh
You got all
Lord!
this
Oh my
makeup on
goodness!
you, and you looking ugly. But listen, what I see now, guys don't date; they wife you. They
Huh?
wife you on the first date. Well, baby, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
You
They
know
wanna
I
wife
want to
you
cook
when
for
it's
you,
not true.
and
Even when that's
you
not
know,
really
you're
what
like,
they
wait a
They just
minute,
wait
what
a
is your
minute.
last name?
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, if they,
But it's a front though. It can be
I'm
a front.
scared.
It can
well,
be a front.
they're not giving you the ring
It's
or
a
the house
front.
or
Okay.
the 401k.
Well, then that's
they
not
just
right.
want to
Exclusivity?
control you. They want exclusivity
Well, I had a guy say
because they
this
like
to me.
you. They don't even ask if you like them
Not-
back.
Well, I had a guy, we had this conversation, and his point of view as a guy, he said, I just try to make sure that the lady that I'm out with feels like she's my lady and that she is the only person who has my attention. But you can't make a person on the first few dates feel like she's
Yeah.
your lady.
Because
That's
I'm not.
inappropriate.
Slavery.
Because I'm
It's
not.
ownership.
Well, not even ownership
Slavery?
of it, but it's misleading.
Slavery.
But it's
Need a
misleading.
whistle
We're not in
again.
a relationship. We're not in a relationship. Don't treat me like. That's why people end up in bad relationships. That's one
Right,
of the
'cause you
reasons.
go too
Okay.
You
fast
make
and
me
you
feel
rush
like
it.
we're having a relationship when we were just having our first few dates. You should definitely give me your exclusive attention. But you
Right.
should not make me feel like I am your lady. You got to be careful with what you say. You got to throttle back a little bit on that.
So I want to talk about the double standard, the sex double
Oh,
standard.
let's talk about
I
it.
have
Let's
a really
talk about
good
it.
friend, a male friend, and
Uh-huh.
and he calls me with his sexcapades all the time.
Sex and
Oh,
pay.
sexcapade.
This, that, and the other. So
Yes.
he's getting these women, and he, I
Yes.
mean, so this most recent one.
Did he send you a picture too?
No.
All right.
He's my
Okay.
best friend for years. He knows not to send me no
Okay.
pictures of these
You
tramps.
got to get a whole new phone.
But so the thing with the
This
double
one, I
standard
cannot.
is, he started this story by saying he met a woman at the club. Fine. Every
Okay.
time I see it, she fine. She came home with him the first time they met.
That's the bad example we're talking
Yeah,
about.
she came home with him the first time they met, and then he said she did something real nasty to him,
This is my first time.
real nasty. And
Uh-huh.
she asked him, "Would you like your something licked?"
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
his knuckles, his
Posterior
fingernails,
gluteus maximum.
Gluteus maximus.
That she
his
nasty.
earlobe.
No.
Right here.
So he said she get points because she did that. I said, wait a minute, we gonna have to back up because where do you get points for doing that on the first date?
And in
that-
real life, what brand of point system do you have? Because
So,
you're not fixing
Did
to
she
wipe
spray
out.
her mouth with Lysol before she did
Well,
that?
the rest of the story I can't tell on camera.
No, we can't.
So let's just
But
say
no.
this: if she licked
None
his
of her was sprayed with
gluteum
Lysol,
max-
apparently.
if she licked his gluteum maximum
Yeah.
the first
The
night,
ring.
Yeah,
First.
yeah.
how many licks have she?
Yeah.
Does it
The
take to
first-
get to the
first
center of a
date?
Tootsie Roll Pop?
Yeah, how many
for
first
real.
dates
I'm for real.
are you licking booty?
I'm just saying. You think about how many booty holes she done did before you, boo, because you're not special.
You're not
Okay,
special.
listen.
What made you so special?
radio
She
one
licked
time.
somebody
Gluteus
else's
South
butthole.
Side. That's what somebody in the
On the
audience said.
first
That's what it's
date.
called. The Gluteus
I was
South
listening
Side.
to the radio. I was listening to the radio one time, and the radio host said there are certain things that I don't. He was referring to oral sex. I don't. There are certain things that I don't want my wife to do. I don't require it. We've discussed that that's not something we're gonna do. I did all of that kind of stuff while I was out there dating with them freaks. I was in my car driving, almost wrecked. I had to call in. I said, because here's the problem.
Wait a
Here's the problem. You
minute.
shouldn't have been doing all that with those freaks. You should have saved all that for your wife.
Right.
All that the extra super duper nasty.
It's supposed to be
that
for
should
your
be
wife
for
and
your
your
wife.
husband. I
Right.
agree.
And it's a mindset thing. It don't make me she, me, her is not a hoe. But in the package, I spoke about perk packages earlier. In the wife and husband perk package comes with everything. But the dating and the guy that I just got to know,
don't come with everything.
It comes with none of that. They just have it backwards.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm married. I don't know what to do.
I
I'm just so happy.
Because the grass is not greener on the dating side.
No,
I
I
swear
heard
to
it's
God.
astro
It's a ridiculous mess.
Astro
It is.
turf.
It's astro, because I'm going to tell you, these men, especially, I have a friend of mine that just got on a dating site, and she was talking about this guy that was on the dating site, put this picture up, she's showing him to me, oh, he looks cute, he looks nice. When she saw him, he had patches of hair missing. He was in shape again, that round shape. He said that he was fit. He had a sports, physique.
Yeah.
It was sport. That what ball?
Wrestling.
Round
He had the wrestling physique.
Yeah. And so
Sumo wrestling.
that
shape.
sumo wrestling shape. And so, you look at all the lies. These are the pre-lies that I'm hearing.
Right.
So what
And
do you
it's out there.
expect in the
Out there.
relationship as it blossoms and go further? More lies.
Like,
because
I-
if you started off lying, you're
I
going to
wanna
end up
know,
lying.
When you're lying, whether it's male or female, when you're putting these catfish pictures out there of your niece or your cousin or you 10 years ago,
I need
when
an
you do
interpreter.
meet the person, how do you think that's going to go when you don't
We'll give
look
it to
like
you later. Just hang
the
on.
picture look?
I need to interpret. What is the catfish
Okay,
look? What's
catfish
catfish is
mean-
when you look, somebody's dating online.
You doing this?
No, that's not it.
No, Lord.
No, it's when they post a great looking picture.
Oh,
Or
okay.
an old picture of
or an
themselves
old
or
picture,
someone else.
And then the person you meet is
It's not
totally
that
not that person. They
Example.
send you their high school picture and they say
Example, they
Okay.
put a picture of
the younger them.
Tyrese on there.
Idris Alba.
Idris. She said
Idris.
That's his name when she's.
And they put a
Okay.
picture of Idris, and then when you
Idris.
go to meet them,
Then an ogre shows up.
Like I said,
Shrek was
then
there.
Fat Albert.
I
Fat
had coffee
Albert.
with an ogre recently. We'll talk about that.
Well, wait a minute. You got hate mail about saying that you would go out with a fat guy. Was that you? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sister. That
it
was.
wasn't hate now.
It was comment.
Oh, when we talk about
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
fat hate. Here's my thing. I don't fat hate. I said the biggest guy I ever dated was 6'7", 365 pounds. Massive.
We didn't need you to.
I didn't. It was. I'm just
confess
saying.
it,
I'm
Right,
just
right.
saying. I'm not a chubby
Sister
hater.
Annalisa.
I'm not a chubby lover, but I'm not a chubby hater. That's all I'm saying.
Take that for what you will.
Okay, I have a question though. Does dating equal sex?
No.
no.
Huh? On what planet?
No.
Now on my planet, it
I don't
doesn't.
care how many drinks and chicken
That's
you
ridiculous.
right.
Did you not get it?
It's so ridiculous.
It's so
Hey, you know what?
ridiculous.
I think we may need to hear from the audience on this because they seem like they're in
that's
an
a good
uproar.
question.
Let's hear from the audience.
I think we need to hear from the audience.
We need to hear from the
Dating
equal sex.
Can anybody?
Y'all don't want to
Yeah.
Chris? Who is
Yes.
Chris? Does
dating
dating
equal
equal
sex?
sex? Can you come to the microphone? Can you step to the microphone? They scared. They're
No,
scared.
see, yes. At some point you will, because dating has a time frame, right? So
Well,
if
we
you
were
meet
home.
someone,
We-
you're dating. I mean, after a few months, even within 6 months, now that's a long time.
That's Well, we hope you're a gentleman.
Ah,
You're gonna go a certain time frame before it potentially happens, purposely happens.
So then it doesn't equal sex. That then the answer is no.
question too.
Dating doesn't equal sex.
I have
It's
a
potential.
I have a question. By that time, shouldn't in 6 months, shouldn't you have asked for exclusivity by then?
Right. Or are
I
we
got
still
to
just
ask for
dating?
it.
Well,
there needs to be
yeah,
some
I would like to. There has to unless it's forced. That sounds like force.
Lord.
You
with the
gonna
movie
be
line.
mine or else.
Wait a minute, how many guys just, I mean, like, I don't mean nothing about it. Have y'all ever had
We over here. We over here,
Stay with the
baby.
mic. Stay with
Okay,
the
you
mic,
have
sir.
to, I don't think you really got to ask. I think 9 times out of 10.
There's an understanding.
It's just, yes.
No, it's
just
not.
fun.
Okay, but
That's
okay.
those are called
Because
assumptions.
guess what?
No,
You know
yeah.
if you want to do it or not.
There should be a
If you're
discussion.
gonna do it today, 1 month from now we'll
Okay,
be
but
out.
my question
2
is
months
this.
from now that we out.
Let's
One
say-
day you're gonna be like, woo, girl, I done gave up the ghost.
Okay, but wait a minute. You talk about within 6
You get
months.
tired of all them hot mornings. Like, I'm trying to be good.
Listen to my
And the
question.
goodness goes away.
Listen
and
to
the
the
reality
question.
shrinks.
You referred to 6 months, right? Let's shorten it down a little bit. Cause here's my question. When I say does dating equal sex?
2 days.
Because you could go out on several dates before you're ever in a relationship. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're going on dates with someone, does that equal sex? Because a lot of people we had dinner, I bought you dinner, it's going down.
I think the intention on hoping, let's use the word hope.
Okay.
Let's keep.
Because with guys, we're hoping. that
Right.
it's just how fast the hope comes to fruition. So it's like, okay, well maybe this probably gonna
Tonight
take
is
me
the
a
night.
week. This might take me 2 weeks. Oh man, this sister, she a little bit of work. It's gonna take me
gonna
about
take
a
me a
good
little
30
longer.
days. 40.
You
But
gonna
she
have to
worked,
get a title
she worked.
loan.
And I'm with it. I don't have no problem. I will wait.
Okay, so you just said something really special. You said she's worth it. I'll
worth
wait.
it.
So when
Right.
she's not worth
Worth
it,
it.
how long do you hang around?
You just gave
Seven-
it up so
7
fast,
hours,
I
7
didn't even
minutes.
have to wait.
Oh, no,
I
but-
didn't do nothing.
What if she didn't give it up, but let's say you're 3 weeks in, she hasn't given it up, but she's not that special. You jumping ship?
No, you gotta
She
play
not
it
worth
out. You gotta play it out. I mean, so are we dating within this 3
Well,
weeks?
we
Dating
are.
within
You're
3
dating.
weeks, but you haven't
Are we
hit it.
friends or we dating?
Y'all
Dating.
You dating, and you haven't hit it, but she's not that special. She's not really worth too much weight. How do you get out of there?
Well, hold on. I mean, no, nice people like that. Guys ain't like
You're
that.
leaving if you're not hitting it, and
Okay.
the 3 weeks in,
Wait,
and you
hold
see
on,
that she
hold
is not
on.
worth it. You out there.
If I'm looking and I'm saying like this sister really
so sweet. I
perfect.
love your boo.
I think this is special.
He trying.
You know, but you gotta hit the special marks now.
Right. There
But
should
if
be.
she's not
What if
hitting the
she's not
special
special?
marks, how long are you hanging in there dating
Without
and you
the
still
sex,
haven't
and
gotten
she's
any
not
sex?
worth
And stop eluding the question, sir.
Right,
Stop alluding to
sir.
questions, sir.
I'm gonna wait as long as it takes to wait for that good thing.
I
that
said if
good
she's
thank
not
you.
worth it though. But
Thank you so
Yes.
much for your comments, sir.
that you can tell a man in a relationship.
But you know what? That
he's
was
in
a
a relationship.
Because he can't even talk right because he's looking at her. Yeah, he can't even talk right because this woman is on the panel.
Now listen. Anybody else? I mean, we just want to know. I mean, we're hearing it from
I
both
want to know
sides.
what the expectation is from men in
Right.
dating and sex. When do you expect to have sex with the woman that you want to date? So that's what I want to know.
Yeah, you come up
How
here.
long? I mean, do you guys have a little egg timer that you guys?
Mister, I got a lot to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the
You all shaved up.
expectation
You look
for
good.
sex?
You look good.
When you date someone, what's the expectation?
What's the timeline? Percolate. Get them all percolating.
To somebody you want to date, I mean, there really isn't going to be a timeline. You just kind of go with the flow of things. You fill her out and you fill the relationship out. If it ends up leading to a relationship, that's why you date. You date to fill out your options until somebody becomes a priority.
All right.
Simple.
Oh,
Okay, now,
And-
like the question that Tara just asked. Let's say you're dating a young lady, and
Okay.
you realize after 2 dates that she's not the one. She has these.
I mean, what happened in these 2 days that I
I
realized
don't
she's not the
know.
one?
Well,
Whatever it
you
takes for
realize
chemistry.
the chemistry's not there.
Wait,
She
but
said,
let's
or
go to
her
sin.
mental.
Let's
like
go to
he's
sin.
talking
Let's
to
go to sin.
her.
Hold on.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a sapiosexual,
Wait,
so I
wait,
mean, if
wait.
mentally she can't get me stimulated.
wait,
I need to
wait,
put her
wait,
in.
wait.
I need to throw in a
I'm
little
sorry.
extra.
Time
So,
out.
wait.
Did he say he was a
said
sapiosexual?
He did. That's another talk show. That's why I
Okay.
stopped you. So let me give you some more clarity. I'm gonna paint a picture.
Clarity. Paint
She's
them.
fine though.
That's fine.
Okay.
Looks fade. Keep going.
True. But she's everything physically that you would physically be attracted to. And then you dated a couple of times. Nothing has happened yet.
and then she said something totally stupid that just threw you way off balance.
Yeah.
But she's fine
But she's
though.
fine.
But she's fine.
Like your favorite fine.
Fine. I mean, fine. I mean,
Your favorite fine.
listen,
Your
I don't really.
favorite fine.
I guess I can't really speak for every man, but
We talking
most
about you.
men, I mean, they kind of have a preference, but it comes from physical features. That's one thing.
Right.
But I mean, if she can't stimulate your mind, it's really not going to go to many other places. Because once you get that nut, you have a sense of clarity. It's called nut clarity.
Nut clarity.
Nut clarity.
It's a mental
You ever
nut
got
clarity.
done, doing what you do with somebody,
Right.
then after you finish, you just like, why the hell did I just do that?
Right.
Why am I here? Look at the time. Or you start making up excuse, I have something I got to do later on tonight. I need to go home and get changed,
Did
That
tried
happens,
it.
like once you
his
get
life.
physical with somebody, just don't expect to stay the night. Is all I'm saying. Women gotta get comfortable with not staying the night. Like after y'all done, y'all kicked it, y'all did what y'all do. That does not. You're not obligated to stay the night. You can get up and go.
Okay.
Unless you're asked to stay the night.
You know what? I always
agree
tell
with
my
that.
cousin. I agree with that. You know, I tell my cousin all the time, don't let nobody put you out. You get up and you get your stuff and you get to going.
But let me address that. Can I
Yes,
address,
that's
can I address
correct.
him? Now, that's for a certain age group. Because there are a certain age group, you know, and I'm not really talking about me.
Right.
But baby, we can do the same thing, baby. That was all of that. Don't call me, I'll call you. And then you feel there like Eddie Murphy with the sheets up to your neck talking about what just happened.
Right.
Because it can go both ways. But I think the question that was on the table is, why is it now that young ladies are just throwing, which y'all could just throwing themselves open on, they're having sex with you on the first date. To me, it's low self-esteem. It's all kind of other things. I don't know you. You ain't told me when was your last age
Well,
check,
if we're
your last
speaking-
STD check.
And we're
You
definitely
know, when was the
discussing
last
that before
time you
anything else
bathed?
happens.
But I think
You
too,
know how
I think
often
some
you
of that
bathe.
is an age thing, because people in their mid-20s.
They don't ask those questions.
Well, in my mid-20s, I really didn't care.
I
Really,
did.
I
Lies
didn't
you
care.
tell. I did.
But generations
In my
matter,
30s,
but
it
generations
changed.
matter
Me and
too.
her in the same
In
generation.
my
No,
40s,
I'm
it
talking about
changed.
this generation, the numbers are on high for AIDS and HIV.
Right.
So I'm
It's a
saying
different,
for us,
it was a different
our
era.
time was a little bit
But in my
different
20s,
that
I honestly, honest to God, I was like, I didn't really care what your last name was. If that's what if I was looking at you and that's what I felt like, I
I'm
didn't
looking
care.
at you, you looking at me,
We look at each other, and there you go.
Boom.
I guess
But at
I'm just a
30
little
and
different.
35, then
Right.
things change. So we talking about young ladies. If we're gonna talk about young ladies, then we have to talk about grown women, because that's two completely different groups.
Okay.
So
To
what
me.
about this? What about this? We've been told over the years that the men are the hunters.
Right.
We're in a generation now.
How did the
last
women?
season there was a woman who proposed to her man.
Yeah.
One of the,
Yeah.
Okay, so my question then is this: do the old ways still work? Should we still be sitting? Now I have my theory and examples, but do you guys think that it still works better if we let the men be men and take that initiative?
I do, because guess what? This is what's wrong with this generation. This is why things have gone to hell, okay?
In a handbasket.
Straight to hell with gasoline draws on.
Right
This
there.
is why you have all of these different things in the world that don't equal the black family. It don't equal strength. It doesn't equal prayer. It doesn't equal any togetherness.
People don't know their place.
They don't
Right.
know
Remember
their
that time
place.
we stayed in
Everybody
your
on the team got to know their job in order for that team to win.
Right.
Right, I like that too, because you know what, let me tell you something.
I like that.
You said that because let me tell you something. If you let a man be a man and be a king, which is who he is, that means you don't have a problem with serving a king.
That's right.
Because
I
a
don't
lot
have
of women
no
say,
problem.
"Oh, I want a Boaz. I want a Boaz." But if you really read the whole story, she served at his feet and she hid his indiscretions. And we don't do that. I mean, this generation don't do that. We don't want to serve no. Oh no, he gonna get from me. He better. No, it don't work that way.
Let me tell
So
you,
maybe you
that's
need to
what's
pick
wrong.
another scripture in the Bible and quote
Right,
that
to
one.
quote.
Because having a Boaz, if you're not gonna read the whole story,
Everybody
that
is
ain't
not
what you
Boaz
want.
worthy.
But
And
every-
they're not.
that's the thing.
So that's well, right. Okay, so now on the flip side, you got men that are well, what I saw when I first moved to Texas, these men are eager to get married. They like pro-marriage. I don't know who y'all was with, but they was like, good Lord, dude, what's your
And
last
Texas?
name? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't call men.
Hey, I found
If you
some
wanna
that were
talk
eager
to
And
me,
if
to
it's
you
not the
call
right
me.
one,
I found some that were eager to marry, but I found more that were eager to sex. They were really just interested in jumping to the physical.
Ladies, y'all hear that?
So wait a minute. As far as
Eager to marry.
I want to go back to the men doing the men's job. Here's how it's
Men.
going bad. People do not turn away free stuff.
Right.
If you are a woman who is trying to prove to a man, I'm a great woman, I'm a great catch, I cook, I clean, look, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. You haven't even checked to see if he is worthy of all
Right.
of that first.
Right, but you
Right.
cooking him
Which
red
makes-
beans and
which
rice.
throws him off because now he feels like I don't have to work that hard. All I have to do is show up, and they're gonna be trying to prove to me because they see I'm
You
such
are
a
right.
great catch.
Right.
They're gonna be trying to prove to me.
That's where so
And
many of us go wrong.
And that's the
I know
problem.
a girl who married a guy. She did the same thing. She jumped out there. She's cooking and cleaning and doing everything. Before you know it, that led to marriage. people don't turn down free stuff. If you're a great catch because you cook and you clean and you do laundry, you're ironing my work clothes, great. I don't want to get rid of those perks. So I might have to lie to you to keep them a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I want to be in a relationship. Sure, I want to get married. Will you marry me? Now we're engaged. And some have gone as far as marriage, knowing that they didn't really want to marry the girl, but they didn't want to turn down that free stuff she was giving.
They like starch draws.
I think the roles have been
when you
reversed.
can get, that's when you can get the milk free by the cow. Y'all gotta stop giving up all this free milk, ladies.
Okay.
Keep your milk.
Now,
Make them buy it.
and you know, a lot, and men used to be the one that did that, but now men
They don't
they
have
just
to.
accepting all they just accepting all this stuff, and the women are working so hard to keep them, and I don't
To
understand.
get them or to
I don't
I don't
understand it because you
understand
do
women
know you got to keep
going
that up.
to get men. They're going to get them. They're going
I'ma
to
go
get
for
them,
what I
and then
know.
they're
I'ma
doing
go
that
what's
to
mine.
keep them.
Oh yeah.
I'm not chasing a man.
No.
I just
I
feel
don't
like
know.
the roles
I
have
won't
been
chase
reversed,
nobody.
and men don't even know how to go after a woman anymore. That's the problem.
I'm
If you
all
wanna
come
to
get it.
I'm not
I know
gonna be
that's
bringing
right.
it to you, serving it up fresh and free, and garnishing it with fruit and spraying
Guess
it,
what?
busting open, sending you pictures.
And I have those standards that whatever you was doing in the beginning to get me, you gonna have to keep doing
And
that
it's
because
mutual.
I will shut it down.
And it's mutual.
It is.
Same thing.
We have to do the
So
same
y'all said we
thing.
were hating on men. We know we have to.
We
do
do.
the
We
same.
love
If we
men.
was-
I love men.
I do too.
I love
That's
Lord.
because
Now,
my
wait a
breast
minute.
milk
Say
looks
right
Lord.
hand. Say
All
right
right.
hand to Jesus.
Right hand to Jesus. I love mine. But listen, now we
love
talked
being
about
live.
dating and relationships. But what about these women that have children? How do you introduce your children? You know, I saw the big Steve Harvey thing. You should introduce him right away. I don't believe
I don't
that.
believe it right away.
I don't believe in
Hey,
it.
but
I
I'll
don't
tell you
believe
what,
in
there
it.
is a- there's
I
a
love you,
fine line.
Steve, but I don't believe
I
it.
don't.
I don't believe it right away. I think that once the relationship starts to become something more than we're just seeing each other,
Yeah.
when
Or you
start feeling
figure
like-
out what
as
you
soon
gonna
as
do.
you feel like it's
Can you
becoming
back up? Because I think when you get into a relationship, there should be some conversation. It should be something like, I want to date you exclusively. I want to
Right.
be in a relationship.
Oh,
It should
absolutely.
not be an
Oh, yeah.
assumption.
Oh, no.
Or I feel
Right.
you feel me, so we're in a relationship.
We need to talk.
You
You
got
know
to use
what?
your words.
It's
Well,
gonna be a
and we have to use
conversation.
our words because when I say, okay, I'm ready to go ahead and be exclusive, are you? And then we agree to that, all of your other little feline friends gotta go. All of my little boy buddies are gonna go too because that's what exclusivity. All of them gotta go.
Right.
Especially
They
if
gotta
send the
go.
goods, they gotta go. We can't be friends no more. It just is what it is. That's only fair.
Right.
But
I
the
agree
kids
with
should
you.
not look. But here's the deal: you can either bring your
Because you
children
can't
in
be
too
friends
early.
with the men.
No, you can either
I'm
bring your
not
kids
friends
in
with
too
me. I'm
early.
friends with a whole. I got male
Or
friends.
you can bring them in too early, or you can bring them in too late. I know a lady who brought her man in too late. She started dating him, and it was already serious. By the time her daughter learned about it, this man was spending the night. The daughter wakes up, the man is in the house, and he's there to stay. They didn't introduce it all. So you do have to bring your children into it at some point, but not until you feel confident and we discuss that we
That
talk
we're
about a future
exclusive.
together, that is exclusive and is headed somewhere else.
Well, listen, when we come back, we're going to hear from our audience, and we're going to ask them, how do you feel about introducing children to your date?
Yes.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
name is so important, and guess what? Your name has to be available in the county or the state that you're planning on filing your business with. And the name cannot be similar to another name. Okay? Are you following me? So if I start a sock company, right? And the name of my company is Sock Maker USA. And Wayne has a company out there called Sock Maker. I can't have a name because it's too similar to another name. So the name needs.
And we're back with Sisters Unedited, and we're here at the Daiquiri Shop in Carrollton, Texas.
Yes.
Woo!
Can we get some noise from the Carrollton people? Where y'all
Yeah!
at? They are in the building today. The rowdiest one would be.
They're a little rowdy, but we're here, we're talking about dating. And we want to hear from our audience, and we were asking, does dating automatically equal sex?
Right.
So we're going to hear, now we heard from a couple of men, so we're going to
have
hear
a lady.
from a beautiful lady here that's going to, and she's dressed now. She's
Oh, she's
dressed.
getting ready
And
to
she's
tell us.
shy.
She grown, so I'm waiting to get her
Shy.
answer.
Yeah. She's telling us. Straighten them out, Ladybug.
Straighten them out, honey.
You
Step up to the mic.
All right, pull it on down for you.
There you go.
There you go.
Only because I'm short.
Okay, we
So,
My opinion is this. I mean, dating, when you meet somebody, it shouldn't be about sex. It should be about mental. You should think about what the person is thinking, their goals in life, maybe if they have children,
right,
and go from there. Not about what I can get at that moment.
right.
Right. And we agree with that, but what
We definitely-
what we're seeing, especially with the younger generation, is that they are the girls, it's the women.
It's a lot of the
They are
women.
just going straight in. They're just, you know, they're
trying to prove
the ones that are approaching the men and going, hey, can we go back to your place?
Right.
You know, what y'all say? What
Thirsty.
Did they throw it open on
The busted
Bust
wide
it wide
open.
open.
I don't know. I had a translator. I don't know. But they're sending
Don't keep on
sex
playing.
pictures and everything else. So now the guy is automatically thinking, well, this is not going to go anywhere other than
Sex.
Sex.
Sometimes they're not waiting to get home. They just ride the car.
And because so many women do that, they think that's common. So when you're a woman who has virtue, standards,
No class.
and morals,
No class.
No class.
and if
There
you
you
are a woman
go.
of class, then they're
I mean,
like, why are you acting
I'm
like
41 years old, so I have class. I mean, what you do with your partner is what you do.
Exactly.
Okay, but that's your partner. But to meet somebody, you need to like put the goals up high.
I agree
Exactly.
with you.
I agree.
Now, what we're seeing now, we were talking to the young man earlier. Now, if the woman is already starting his drawers, cleaning up, cooking for him, packing his lunch, he's not going to get rid of that. Those are amenities.
And he may never marry you, but he'll keep you around because
He'll
that's a
keep
great
you
deal.
around, yeah.
But where we feel as ladies, not women, but as ladies, you know, you need to stand and say, hey, this is what I want, this is what you want, and we need to come as one, as a unity.
Right. And it's a conversation.
but
That
she
is
said
the
a word.
point. You said it, I said it, and we have an
But
agreement.
she said a word that we used to always hear in our household: ladies.
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 just don't do certain things.
Maybe
Period.
it's my age.
Mine too.
Yeah, mine too.
Or, and
But
I
at the
think
end
it
of the
has to
day-
do with your upbringing.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what
Definitely,
it is.
because my mom and my father, I love them. They're like phenomenal people. So that means to me that what I bring to my children, I'm going to bring to my partner, my mate. However, you know.
Well, those are partners of mates, and we were talking about dating. And
Right.
we're going to be able to take one more question from the audience before we
Yes.
end our show. And I know there's a gentleman in the audience that wants to chime in with this beautiful lady. And she is a lady, and I love her. 'Cause
Yes.
she's, you know, she's lady exemplified. So, brother, come on,
Yeah.
with these bad boots on. If y'all can pan into the boots that match the jeans,
Yeah, the
that
boots
match
are
the
good. Right.
jacket, that match the hat, that match the
Whole
shirt, that
situation.
match the fingernails.
That's how grown people dress.
That's how grown people dress. Y'all ain't ready.
Okay.
All right, my brother.
All right.
I'm Jay of Louisville. I owned a barbershop in Louisville for about 12 years. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Louisville came out.
Yes. With the question is, does dating equal sex?
Right.
I feel like those are two different things. When I look at dating as courting somebody, getting to know
He said the
somebody.
word.
See
That must be a grown man right there. That's
So
a grown man.
those are two different things. So I do believe that they come hand in hand, but they're opposite.
Right.
Just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, my brother, what's your name again?
Jay.
Jay with the barbershop. Jay with the barbershop.
Yes.
Jay with the barbershop.
What we're seeing is men are saying, and this is what we heard in the audience. Broke the whole set down.
No.
Jay the barbershop.
He didn't.
Listen, Jay, this is what we're hearing.
I'm not paying for
No,
that.
wait a minute, Jay. You all right? You good? You good? You good?
You good.
Jay, what we're hearing is a lot of men say, okay, we're gonna pose the same question to Jay.
Okay.
What if you met a woman and she was physically she was all you ever dreamed of? Right? Everything from head to toe to teeth to bone to structure to feet to smell to everything. She's all of that. Everything. You like, oh my God, right here, all in my face. And then she says, then you like, okay, I can see dating her. She's everything. Right? She's saying all the right things. Until one day, like on the third date, she says something stupid.
Or does something.
Or does something dumb.
Now,
Like you realize
turn
she's
off.
not the one.
I mean the complete opposite.
Turn
you like,
off.
wait a minute, it was all A's and an F.
Do you still hit?
Do you still hit it? Yeah.
Of course you do.
Be honest.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Honesty, yes, I will.
That's a man.
I appreciate that.
I will.
Appreciate that.
You know,
I'm gonna leave with something, so I'm gonna do it.
She wasted all that time, so you
So
so you got
I need my time back, so I'm gonna do that.
You're
I
horrible.
appreciate the honesty.
Now Jay with the
Let's,
barbershop.
wait.
FYI, that's horrible because if she's a lady, if she's a real lady,
Well, but the thing is,
No,
is
no,
she
let-
gonna let him though? That's the.
let me finish.
That's what
If
matters.
she's a lady, it's not gonna get to the point where you're in my house.
Well, he didn't say he was at her house. They could
I
be
could've been-
at the restaurant.
They could be in the
Okay, again,
Wait a minute, Jay,
again,
don't confess.
right. Now you're making it.
Don't confess.
again. If you're a lady and I'm a lady, you're not gonna get in the car.
But here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing. The difference is
The generation.
he's speaking for a man, and you're absolutely right because it depends on whether the lady he's with is a lady or not.
Lady,
Or a
LADY.
Or a
She
female.
now he said he was gonna hit it, but we haven't talked to her yet, so we don't know who the alleged lady is, whether she's a lady. Because she may say, Jay, well, it's been real, and that's not going to happen.
Okay. So my
not.
personal
Right.
thought,
She may say that.
my thought as a lady.
Because I've said goodbye before. Have you said go?
Get out here with that.
My thought as a lady, a woman and a lady will carry themselves with class. So you're gonna already know you're not gonna get it like that.
Right. Well, that's probably.
It might look like that, you know. This is how life is. It looks wonderful. The cake is smooth. The cake is tasty. But guess what? I might not be that piece of cake that you want. I might be that fondue that you don't even like.
Right.
Because fondue, I don't like fondue.
Right.
Fondue makes a cake look fantastic. A piece of cake is buttermilk.
You're a
Catch
buttercream
it.
frosted
Lego.
raspberry.
Lego on that one.
You take expert.
She the cake expert.
So
She don't correct, don't
I
articulate, don't
am-
say them cake parts wrong.
I
Please
am
don't, 'cause
that
you won't.
lady, ma'am.
Listen.
I am that lady.
So the
your cake.
bottom line is, in every situation, it's going to have a lot to do with the two people involved. Every
It is,
situation
because fondue-
We could take Jay as attractive. Did y'all get Jay on camera?
Okay.
An attractive man, but it depends on the two
I had to
people.
put
bottom
you like
line.
that.
It depends on the two people involved. The generation.
No,
matter,
it
and whether they're
depends.
thinking
It
about
depends
that.
on the fondue and the buttermilk.
And the
Catch it.
All right.
Lego.
All right.
We have time for one more question from the audience.
One more question.
Come on. One more question from the audience before we, end our show.
Okay, get on.
And we have one more, somebody to the mic.
From the
Anybody?
younger
From
generation.
the younger generation. Any one of y'all, hesitation.
Are you gonna be quick?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's
Oh,
gonna
is
be
he a
quick.
quickie?
I just had a question real quick. So, I guess y'all have this time frame set up as far as when dating should equal sex and all that. But when dating, having it not equal sex, and a woman lets him do whatever that he's going to do, they go ahead and have an intercourse, does that make her any less of a woman or a lady? I don't think that's necessarily the case, but what defines a lady in your eyes, and why would her letting him have sex with her make her less of a lady in y'all's opinion?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it does not necessarily determine whether she's a lady or not. I think a big part of it is first, what is the goal? What's the big picture? If I, for example,
What does
to
she
me,
own? Like,
to me,
what, you know,
I do
where is she
feel like,
at?
I
Yeah.
do feel like your morals and standards. Me personally, morals and standards. I'm not having sex on the first date with somebody because I know that it puts me in a category. You guys can say what you want to say, but you see us a certain way
Right.
when we behave a certain way. So
Right.
I'm not going to line myself up with that type of judgment because I'm just not. Doesn't mean I don't want you. Doesn't mean I don't want to.
Didn't
I'm
mean
not
I
going
didn't
to
even
do
think
it.
about it. I might have thought about it a few
If he's a man
times.
passing
Right.
judgment too early anyway, that's probably not the man you want. So that should be a red flag.
Right,
to
but
you.
how do I know? After I
That's
sleep
the
with him, that's when I
It's
find
too
out about
late.
his
Yeah.
judgment. It's too late. It's too late. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna make two statements. First, I'm a part of the generation of young women that y'all speaking on. So from what I can see, there's a lot more women than there are men. The ratio is terrible. So women are really desperate. And on top of that, the way that the world is going right now, that it's okay to be promiscuous. You got your Amber Roses and people like that leading the pack. And unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, but I'm in this generation, Tara raised me. So I find it really hard to date because I date a lot of older men. I'm usually dating 35 and up. I'm 25. Yeah. Because these young men, if we were to step back, if women could unite miraculously,
That's
and we
when you
all
do
be on
your
the same
job,
page
too,
and we
good.
step back, these young men don't even really know how to be a man.
Absolutely.
They don't have the
Ooh,
leadership
Lord,
that they
thank you,
need to in their
Jesus.
home or in their community.
Showing they pants.
Right. And we're still using the term let. If she let me hit, if she let me, why? I don't understand why. I'm disappointed that men are not having standards for themselves.
Right.
Oh,
On your
yeah.
own.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Yeah!
She said I raised her, I also birthed her, okay?
Okay.
Just saying. Thank you for the pat on the back.
My daughter has problems. Yeah, get it.
Yeah, because you did too.
Yeah, we did a good job.
But listen, I don't know how much time we have left because I don't see a number. But anyway, listen. We are here at the Daiquiri
Shop.
Shop. We're having a great time, and we're getting our audience in on the conversation about dating. But what we didn't really dive into, I guess we got to have a two-part series.
Yeah.
Is when do you introduce your children
To these people.
to these people that you're dating?
And we're going to talk about cheating too. We're going to talk about cheating.
We can talk about cheating. We can talk about divorce. How do you talk to your children about divorce?
Yeah.
I mean, even breakups is a
It's,
form of divorce.
especially once
And
you
that's-
introduce them to your mate.
We need to talk about single dads that are thirsty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Single dads that are looking for somebody to come in
And raise
take
their
over.
babies.
Right.
My baby mama. 1-800, can you be my baby mama?
1-800. Can you step in and raise these damn children?
Baby kids.
1-800 comb her hair.
Don't comb her hair like that.
Listen, we have had a great time here at the Daiquiri Shop here in Carrollton, Texas.
Yeah.
So appreciative of them allowing us here into their home.
Thank you,
with
Daiquiri
their
Shop.
customers. I mean, they've had some. My salad is off the chain. The chicken wings.
I had the
is
grilled
good.
fish.
The
with
food is
red beans and rice.
delicious. The service
You had
is
cream,
prompt.
you had gumbo. I'm telling you, if you have not been to the Daiquiri Shop, you want to get to the one in Grand Prairie, the one in Carrollton. They will treat you right. trust me.
Absolutely.
Well,
Honey,
listen,
yes.
I do want to make a quick shout out. Listen, we have an event coming up, and that's the Sophisticated
Sip.
It's a
Yes.
black tie event. So men, dust off your crushed velvet perfumes.
Your
Ladies,
velvet.
Yeah, and ladies, get your formal gowns out. Listen, it is February 20th at 6 p.m. It's at Brown Lane Studios at 1499 Greenville Road in Dallas. And listen, we are getting all dolled up and dressed up because it is a fundraiser to help raise funds and monetary gifts for women in transition.
Absolutely. And who's not? Who's not in transition? So definitely come
Right.
out and support.
Right, so
Definitely.
even if you can't come, and I want to see you there.
This is your opportunity to wear your ball gown. You do not have to wear your ball gown to the club. You
Please
can
don't.
wear it to an event.
Well, you know what? That bridal dress, that bridesmaid dress that you
you have it in the
That
closet.
right. That you
You
paid
can wear your
$170 for, and
bridesmaid
then
dress
they
we
didn't
won't
even
even
get
tell them
married.
that you wore it twice.
Nobody will ever know.
Nobody ever know.
No.
But listen, we are so glad that you came out to watch us today on Sisters Unedited, and we are here each and every Monday night at 7 p.m.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night at 7 p.m.
I'm
Daiquiri Shop.
But listen, we're going to have a part two, sisters.
Absolutely.
Part
Part
2.
2.
Because when you talk about divorce, introducing you
And
to
cheating.
them
I think we should come back to the daiquiri shop too. These people have been
I
awesome.
think we should come back to the daiquiri shop and have chicken wings for everybody. Okay,
But we gotta get out of here.
okay, but we gotta go. So
part
thank
2.
you. So look, close us out, sister.
Part 2 coming your way very soon. Hopefully from the daiquiri shop again. Thanks for joining us on Sisters Unedited.
Yay!